Welcome back to another episode of the Free VST Plugins Detective, where I review, test out, and demonstrate various free VSTs. We got a special one today. This is one of the most unique synths I've seen in a while. This is the ReCONSTRUCT synth. Before I show you it, I'll play you it for a second, and then let's get into what exactly it is. So just to play you like a couple notes on terms of the starting preset, I just opened it up. So you can tell, unique sound design, like right away, very, very cool sound, just with the first preset, and a very interesting GUI. So going to the site right here, you can see in terms of ReCONSTRUCT, unleash your sonic imagination. It utilizes advanced neural networks to generate new instruments and unparalleled timbres. With just a few initial parameters, you can unlock a world of sonic possibilities, allowing the neural network to take creative control and produce astonishing sound variations. So you can see this same thing, right? So there's a lot of unique things, for lack of a better word, that come along with the synth as opposed to like traditional synthesis. This is one you kind of just have to like mess around with and have a lot of fun with. I'm going to give this one in terms of a rating and like an upside down smiley face, that emoji, out of 5. Which is, by the way, one of my favorite emojis, because this one I started messing around with it, and I'm like, this is so interesting. So we have, looks like a waveform, a modulation wave here. We have some presets. I'm going to just kind of switch these around. Just turn this up a little bit here. So really, like, I think if you do like experimental bass music, maybe even some sound design for like movies or TV shows, in that kind of realm. It's probably the most normal sounding one so far. But we have a bunch of unique things we can do here. But I think we can, what is it? We click, I think, generate, and it does it. Whoa. So cool. And then we have this. So we can turn up like the similarity or the chaos. Do we have to click generate every time? I feel like for like a horror show or movie or show too, or especially like sci-fi, that kind of realm. I mean, I feel like this is screaming to me like unique bass style music, like experimental bass, especially some left field bass people like Rez, G Rex, and other artists. I feel like this could be kind of unique with Amon Tobin. But let's see if we like turn this up. So it's cool about this one. One, I gotta say, I love the GUI. It is kind of weird, I will say though. You can see this is the size of it. If I go to 75%, you can see the notes down here. But I feel like 100% makes the most sense, even though, you know, it does cut off a little bit down here. But all right, just showing you, I got all the presets. Ooh, that's pretty fat. I like that. Let me do. These sounds are just so bizarre. Oh man, like my mind's going crazy with this because, like I said, it's not like your typical like additive, you know, synthesis of what I like. It's a whole other way to look at a synthesizer, which I kind of like. It reminds me a little bit of like a video game, more than anything, especially the GUI with this. Or maybe even just like an odd, like futuristic sci-fi thing. So let's create like our own, so to speak. Can I just go to, is there like a blank preset? I'll just go back to 1. So we start with a waveform. I think we got to do odd, right? And then we have the modulation wave here. So let's put it on sine. So this is what we have right now. Actually, okay, let's put similarity on, so let's generate it. Oh, okay. So this is so I can do even more parameters, but I have to get the full version. So I guess it's like the light version in a sense, right? But So is that the main, I think, preset? Let's go to odd now. They don't show you what the waveform looks like. It would be kind of cool to see the actual waveform, but... Okay. Like, I don't even know. Okay, so this is the idea. Can I actually use this? Can I configure that? I'd be kind of curious. Oh, I can. Oh, wait, no. So that's... No, I would want to configure the similarity. Oh, I can't. Wow, that's kind of... Okay, that's kind of cool. But let's max this out. I do like the flashing, everything. So it looks like 2. As you can see here, like I said, there's a lot to this. Like, I think just messing around with it is so much fun that these 2 come here, right? Which can then get split into these 3, and you can see kind of all the arrows. We have the color modify. I don't know what that does exactly. Tough to say. Sounds like an odd filter type thing. I honestly have no idea. Then we have saturation. Then these get mixed up here, which can then get mixed up again and comes down to here. And then this we have, it looks like big macro settings. So like just like a macro octave setting. And this is post this stuff. And then the similarity and the chaos, maybe it seemed like because these are flashing. And again, I'm just guessing. They do have like a whole help thing on their website to explain everything more in depth. But I kind of like just going into it being like, I'm just going to mess around and like let my ears figure it out, so to speak. Seems like maybe it's maximizing the random, how much everything's getting mixed up, almost like as you can see here, chaos or similarity. I'm going to switch back to preset and okay. Okay, because before, I don't know, all of a sudden... Like, what if we... See, you can see with this one, there's just so much to it, to be honest. I mean... So it seems like we can't really use the idea. You have to generate it in order to get the thing. See how long that goes. See, this is wild. And then, I mean, let's even try it. It also sounds like a lot of these have like a pad to them, you know? Maybe this controls the pad potentially. Or maybe not. Oh, this would be perfect for like a video game. That sounds like almost like if I'm like replenishing my like health bar or something. Can I do? Oh, I can't. I don't know what. I mean, I could mess around with this for a long time. This synth, one of the most unique synths, never mind a free one, but definitely one of the most unique synths with just crazy, bizarre, unique sound design, as opposed to having most synthesizers where it's like, oh, you like pick a waveform, like a sine wave, and then you have your filter and your LFOs, your envelopes, and blah, blah, blah. This one is just a wild synth with an insane amount of possibilities.